All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the future site of the City of San Diego's Fire Station 45. I know this is a big day for Mission Valley. I'm Todd Gloria. I'm proud to serve currently as your mayor and the council president. I'm here joined today by a number of my council colleagues. Councilmember Scott Sherman, who is very fortunate to represent Mission Valley and doing a great job for the people of District 7. I'm also joined by the chair of our Public Safety Livable Neighborhoods Committee, Marty Emerald, and certainly our champion for public safety on the City Council, and our champion for infrastructure, the chair of the Infrastructure Committee, Councilmember Mark Kersey. Guys, thanks for being here. Also with us is our fire chief, Javier Maynard, and staff from our fire rescue department. Gentlemen, always good to see you. Thanks for being here and what you do. And last and certainly not least, our new director of public works, James Nagelvort. James, congratulations on your promotion. He's the one that builds this stuff, so he's very important to the overall process. Listen, we would not be here today if it wasn't for the hard work and dedication of a wonderful project team and the partnership between these council members, our city staff, and our wonderful firefighters. I want to thank and appreciate Council Members Sherman, Kersey, and Emerald for their work in making this happen. What you see here is a team that's working together to move San Diego forward. That's how you get big things done, and we here on the council are doing that. So guys, good job on this one. We're here to celebrate another achievement in sustainable, cost-effective infrastructure projects that will benefit all of San Diego for years to come. I think maybe some of you already know this project scope consists of construction of a new two-story, 16,290 square feet fire station right here in the heart of Mission Valley. This new station will have 5 vehicle bays, 16 dormitory rooms, and associated site improvements, including landscaping and the installation of a new traffic signal right here on Friars Road. I think we all can appreciate how necessary that is. In addition, the Qualcomm Stadium traffic signal on Friars Road will be modified to accommodate fast exits for the fire apparatus when it responds to emergencies. Now, public safety and infrastructure are two of the concerns that we hear about the most from our neighbors. All right, guys? All the time. And so this project combines both of those important topics and for the benefit of the people of Mission Valley and the surrounding communities. And when you say surrounding communities, I want to point out something. You know, because of our temporary station that we've had down here, my council district, District 3, I represent Normal Heights, University Heights, North Park. Their fire station up there, Fire Station 18, has for many years provided additional fire rescue and emergency response capabilities here in Mission Valley. Now, I'm happy to share. We're all a city and we're all in this together. But the fact of the matter is that Mission Valley needs to have its own ability to respond to emergencies within its own community and allow the folks up on the top of the ridge the ability to respond to our mid-city community's needs. This is a much better practice, and this is a step in that right direction. Now, before I ask our fire chief to give a few words as the fire chief that's bringing this across the finish line, I'd like to thank our Public Works Department and the staff who helped build, or are going to help build, definitely designed, did all the other important work to make this project possible. Of course, starting with their leader, James Nagelvort. All good things come from James. Thank you, sir. Our Assistant Public Works Director, Darren Greenhall. Is Darren here? He's so tall, he's hard to miss, but I don't see him at the moment. Public Works Department, Architectural Engineering and Parks Deputy Director, Mark Nasser. Mark, great, thank you. Senior Civil Engineer, Elif Satin. Did I get it right? I think I don't always. Yay! My inability to pronounce your name correctly is no reflection of the great work that you do for the city. Project Manager, Rowena Jaden. Thank you. Field Associate Myrna Dayton, Field Resident Engineer Laura Graham, and Brent Lindbergh, who represents the Fire Rescue Logistics and Facilities Department. And of course, all of these amazing public servants are led by Scott Chadwick, our Chief Operating Officer. These are your public servants that are doing everything every day. If your water turned on this morning, if your toilet flushed this morning, these are the folks that make it happen. And I thank each and every one of you for your service to our city. So with that list of acknowledgments, let me turn it over to the real guy, the man who knows everything that's going on, our fire chief, the great Javier Maynard. Javier?
Thank you, Todd. Well, thank you, Mayor Gloria. I mean, I can't begin to communicate to all of you how excited I am to be here today and to have you all join us here. I was doing a little research before I came down. I've been on the fire department for 34 years now. There have been 16 fire chiefs serving our city over the course of the entire history of the San Diego Fire Rescue Department. Of those 16, the last 7, including myself, had been advocating for this fire station. So I would turn that around and say congratulations to you, Mayor Gloria, and our elected officials here for you guys bringing this across the finish line after 7 fire chiefs asking for a station here. It's fantastic. As some of you may know, we do have a temporary facility located in the southwest corner of the Qualcomm parking lot. That facility, while it's served us well since 2006, poses some challenges. It slows down our response times coming out during special events, certainly when the stadium is in use. And there are also some living conditions for the firefighters who spend a good portion of their lives. They're there for 24 hours at a time. So I want to thank our firefighters who have patiently been awaiting this day for hanging in there for those tough living conditions and making the best of the situation to continue to provide services to our community. The new fire station is going to continue to serve the eastern end here of Mission Valley and alleviate the drawdown that the mayor spoke to that happens from surrounding communities as fire engines have to come in. Now this fire station, when it's completed, will house not only engine 45, which you see behind me, but a truck. That's the other one with a large ladder across the top will be located here. And as well, we'll be moving our hazardous materials team from its current location in Mira Mesa to this fire station. Because it is more centrally located here, it will facilitate their response to the entire county. That is their service area for our hazmat team under a JPA. So the fire station is being purpose-built for the hazmat team. We're very excited to have them here when it is finally dedicated. It's going to be great service improvement for the entire community. In closing, I just want to thank our mayor, our council members for all of their really hard work. This would not have come to fruition had it not been them putting this as a very high priority among a lot of high priorities and needs within our city, and public safety being at the top of their list. So thank you so much for what you have done to make this possible, and to our colleagues at Public Works for everything they're doing to bring this to fruition for us. So thank you all again very much. Very exciting day for all of us here, and I'd now like to introduce Councilmember Scott Sherman.
Yeah, thank you, Chief Maynard. You know, it's great to be here this morning to open up. Looking forward to the groundbreaking for Fire Station number 45 tomorrow. You know, this is an impressive rendition that we look at over here, and it's very nice to see drawings, but having actually had a job in the construction industry once upon a time, there's nothing more exciting than actually putting shovels in the ground and seeing people put to work. And we're looking forward to that starting tomorrow. It starts on the 24th. It should be about 18 to 24 months, and we should have a brand new fire station with all the amenities down here in the heart of Mission Valley where we so desperately need it. You know, this whole project was put together with community input, stakeholder input, everybody along the process. And I just wanted to recognize the project's designer, WLC Architects, and prime contractor for this project, Echo Pacific Construction. We're all looking forward to working with you and making sure this is a top-notch facility when it's completed. You know, with ideas and recommendations from the Mission Valley Unified Planning Organization, its design advisory board, and community members, the new fire station meets the Mission Valley Community Plan and the San Diego Fire Department's operational needs. And it's going to be a state-of-the-art building. It's going to be incorporating all kinds of new features all the way down into the landscape and the design. Everything that is state-of-the-art will be in here, and it'll serve the residents for many, many years to come. And, you know, this is one of the things that when I started running for office just a little over a year ago, that people always told me that they want to see their tax dollars used for. Streets, infrastructure, public safety. Mission Valley is growing immensely. It desperately needs a fire station now more than ever, and I'm very, very glad to see this come to fruition today and can't wait to see the finished product. So with that, I want to turn it over to Councilmember Mark Kersey. He's the chairman of the Infrastructure Committee, and I look forward to serving with him another year.
Well, thank you, Scott. I, too, am pleased to be here today to commemorate this special occasion. This truly is a great day for the city of San Diego. Last year, after taking office, one of the first things I did was take a tour of Station 45, if you can call it a station right now. And to me, it was just shameful that we have one of the most densely populated parts of the city, and a city of this size, the 8th largest in the country, and that's the fire station serving it, and the living conditions over there, and the response time issues. So this is truly a great day. You know, every completed project that we have sets a standard for the safety of our neighborhoods and really brings us one step closer to enhanced infrastructure throughout our beautiful city. This project is about more than getting our firefighters out of the temporary trailers that they've been working out of. It's really about making good on our promise to rebuild San Diego. The city is making a significant investment in improving its aging buildings, streets, and sidewalks. We've known for all too long that San Diego has too few fire stations and that many are substandard. This project was funded when the City Council approved a $35 million infrastructure bond early last year. Of that, $3.7 million was dedicated to this new Mission Valley Fire Station 45, which is the final funding needed to allow us to break ground here this morning. We are putting public safety at the forefront of our infrastructure investments. Just last week, the Council unanimously approved a new $120 million infrastructure investment surge, of which $25 million will go towards the design and land acquisition of the Holm Avenue and Skyline fire stations and replacing Fire Station 22 in Point Loma, Station 5 in Hillcrest, and Station 17 in City Heights. $43 million will go to street repairs, $21 million to storm drain work, and additional funding for libraries, lifeguard stations, sidewalks, and ADA improvements. Infrastructure and public safety go hand in hand. When we improve the facilities that our hard-working first responders operate from, we improve their ability to protect the health and safety of every San Diegan. So I'd now like to turn the podium over to my colleague, Councilmember Marty Emerald, who chairs our Public Safety and Livable Neighborhoods Committee. Thank you.
Hallelujah, the day has come. We're going to have a real fire station in Mission Valley, and that's something to celebrate. Am I right? Absolutely. And now the spotlight's on our friends at ECP to bring this in, and we want it by next summer. Can we get it by next summer, do you think? Summer of 15? Let's put them on record here. No, when I was first elected to the City Council 5 years ago and privileged to serve as chair of the Public Safety Committee, this was one of my first priorities. You know, I don't know if you're aware, but I have this brisket tour, and I fix briskets at the fire stations and the police stations as well. You know, so it helps to disarm these guys and the women and get them talking about what's really going on. And that was where I first saw our in-station alerting system. It was sort of like a big wad of spaghetti on the wall. And I said, this has got to change. And going to various fire stations, seeing how our firefighters are actually putting in their own work to make the stations livable and workable really impressed me. It impressed me a lot. And especially here, these firefighters. You know, we talk about the shortage of firefighters. We talk about a shortage of fire stations. The reason San Diego is so safe is because we have the most professional first responders in the United States of America. I believe that. You know, these men and women will work out of a shoebox if they have to in order to protect the public, and that says a lot. And it also tells us as elected officials that we need to get off the dime and make sure that our first responders, the men and women who keep us safe on the street when we dial 911, have a proper, appropriate, healthy, safe environment from which to work. They work these 24-hour shifts so they have a safe place comfortable place to sleep, to prepare meals. This is the least we can do for them. And so it's been hobbling together money, and James Nagelforth knows I've been dogging him for the last few years. But we finally got the last piece of money we needed in that $35 million bond this last year, and it wasn't going anywhere but Mission Valley. And I'm so thankful to the rest of the council for being as committed as we've been to public safety. And this is just the beginning. And I'll go 30 seconds more, and then we can start turning the earth here. This is just the beginning. The $120 million bond that Mark referenced, that money is, we're going to go out to the bond market within the next month or two and get that money working for us. And then going forward, Mayor Gloria spoke about his vision for the city and moving forward, and talking about a major municipal bond. Well, we're working on a separate bond that hopefully will be part of this whole package. My staff and city management, a public safety bond to build out all the fire stations we need in San Diego to meet those response times, to bring paramedics and units to your home, your business, within 5 to 7 minutes, and will save more lives. So going forward, we must make this investment, and this is symbolic of the long-term, very real investment investment this council will make going forward in the safety of all of our citizens. So thank you for being here. I hear something happening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting our public safety workers. Thank you for supporting the people of San Diego. Now you see, this is what happens, right? We have a unit from the western part of the valley. You got units constantly from up the hill and 39s and Tierra Santa coming to help here in Mission Valley. We're going to make sure every community has the fire station they need, has the paramedic service they need, has the police presence they need, because it's the right thing to do. So thank you for being here, and let's go get this project going, huh?
We'll have the council members, the fire chief, and others line up behind the shovels, and this is a good day because we're breaking ground. The best day is cutting the ribbon, right? So I hope you all will come back in a number of months when we do that. And I appreciate the comments of Councilmember Kersey and Emerald. This is just a start. We will be doing this shortly in City Heights and in Hillcrest. We'll be moving more aggressively for ones on Home Avenue and Skyline. This is a part of our overall effort to rebuild the city, to focus on public safety, and make sure that everyone knows that we are going to be a great city, not a fine city, but a great city. I thank you all for being here, and before I wrap up, I was remiss in not mentioning we are joined today by Frank DeClercq, the president of the Local 145. Frank, thank you for being a partner in the effort of providing public safety to our city. We appreciate it. We are partners with our employees in this effort, and we couldn't get this done without them. So, guys, thank you very much. Let's go turn some dirt. All right.